What is up, internet? We are here live on YouTube for the third episode of Big Brother 27. It is the Veto episode. What's going on, chat? How are you guys doing? How's everybody there? Laura, Bondo, Alicia, Roberta, Nina, Serenity, Glenn, Mama K, Otter. Who else we got up in here? Mecha. I remember this. It's Mika-ware. It's Mika-ware, like Mika Parsons and Marcus Ware. How you doing? Karen, Tommy, Jessica. Let's see, PT, Elosia. Or wait, you told me how to say it before. You told me how to say it before. Now I forget. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who else we got up in here? Nina. How you guys all doing? You guys ready for this episode? You ready? Vita. Who else is up in here? Daniel. Super Christian Me World coming in with the $5 super chat. Ori, I was listening to the new Rotten Mango true crime podcast, and you're going live now. No, it's the episode. It's the episode, Super Christian Me World. We're getting ready to watch the Veto episode. Here's the thing. I wasn't actually even preparing to go live for the Veto episodes and the nomination episodes. We did the first two because it was like a 2-night premiere, right? And you kind of had to see what was going on. It was possible that Amy, the what did they even call it? The accomplice, could have been evicted on Sunday's episode, that second one. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'll watch that one too live because there's a chance that somebody could be evicted. So let's see what happens with this. And then the Veto I wasn't really going to do live. The nominations I wasn't going to do live. Just the live evictions. But today on the video, I said, hey, if you Oreos can get the video today to 1,000 likes, I will go live tonight for the Veto. I put a little challenge out there on it. And needless to say, it got smashed. There was 1,300 likes, so well over the goal, and you absolutely crushed it. Speaking of which, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You never miss a stream. We do daily live feed updates all season long, first thing every morning. So make sure you come on in. I've seen a couple of people come on in. We had Dan coming on in, hitting that sub button. Dan, you might not know this. But we now have a secret alliance. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't worry about chat. We're not listening. Nobody's listening to us. It's just me and you, Dan. We're going to the final two. You hear me? We're going there. Don't believe anything you might hear in chat about other alliances I have. I don't have any. It's just me and you, Dan. Dan, let me talk to Robin real quick. Robin hit the subscribe button, and listen, Robin, let me tell you. Me and you, we're going to the final two. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret alliance, Robin. You can't tell anybody, but we're going to the end. Nobody's listening right now. Don't worry about it. Nobody's listening. Don't believe. If you hear anything else from anybody else saying I have an alliance with them, don't believe it. It's me and you, Robin. Me and you. What's going on, everybody? Rip Ori's sleep schedule. Ori, don't tell anybody about your 600 final twos. What do you mean 600 final twos? Whoa. Jessica, relax. But yeah, rip the sleep schedule. It is demolished. But we're working through it. Ori's pulling a Captain Will. Glenn. Yeah, Kick's still not working. I tried to get it up and running. I cut it off early. Just because I was trying to do that cool thing again, but for some reason it just keeps wanting to refresh. I have to fix that. Bondo, you absolute maniac, coming on with 10 gifted subs, hooking everybody up. Look at all you guys getting the gifted subs from Bondo. Gifted members, I should say. They're not subs over here. They're gifted members. Bondo, thank you so much. Listen, if you just got hooked up by Bondo, make sure you say thank you to him. He is an absolute legend. Bondo, you maniac. You absolute maniac. I can't give you the full Rocky. We're over here on YouTube, so I can't give you the full Rocky, but we can give you the da-na-na-na. We can give you but we can't give you the full Rocky. They don't like the full Rocky over here on YouTube, but we can give you the Bono, you legend. Thank you so much. It's Captain Will's anniversary dinner. Will has really been kind of becoming one of my favorites. He is funny. He is so funny. When he told Kelly not to save the dress, and then he's in the room, he's in the have-not room, and this guy's literally like, I'm in 7 alliances. Like, I don't know what's going on. He's actually probably the big swing vote at the moment. Can I bring this up? Let me see if I can do this properly. No. I don't know what I need to do to pull that up again. I switched things around just before the stream. I was going to pull up the allegiance chart, but it's not happening right now. So we're gonna leave it be before I break something. That's what we're gonna do. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, Bondo is the man. Did the button work? What did I do? Cara, where you been? Missed you. Thank you so much to whoever gifted me. Yeah, Bondo, he's a legend. He's a legend. Ori, how you doing? We're doing good. We're ready here for the episode to start in just a few minutes. To see what happens with the veto. We already know what happens, but I'm kind of excited to see what the comp is at the very least. Also, potentially there's some drama that might be taking place here. It might get saved for Thursday's episode too. I'm not sure. But Jimmy had some theatrics at the veto ceremony. But we've seen house guests in the past do this, and it doesn't get shown. They'll be talking about how they made this great speech. It's going to be great TV, and then we never see it. So we'll see how that goes. Should be just a few minutes away here from the episode, but I'm excited. Who is your least favorite house guest and favorite house guest right now? Favorite? I think Zach's really doing well. I think he's in a really good spot at the moment. I'm actually really enjoying Rachel this season. Like, I don't like vets. But like, she's playing good, but it's easy for a vet to play good. So like, I don't know. Mickey and Morgan are playing really well too. It's hard to pick like an absolute fave. I think just for likability, like, and also like, I guess position in the house, because everybody seems to want to work with him. He's in 7 alliances. Will, I think Will might be my favorite. I think I like Will the most. Even though he was playing terrible, I'm not gonna lie, I liked Keanu. But here's the thing about Keanu. I found out something about him, and I have to distance myself. I think I have to push back and not support Keanu in any fashion. He's a Cowboys fan, and as a diehard Eagles fan, as a Birds fan, I just don't know if I can associate. I just don't know if I can associate. Nah, it was funny the other night. They were talking football. It wasn't. I think they were lacking in some knowledge a little bit. They were guesstimating a lot of stuff. But Keanu is a Cowboys fan. And Will is a Commanders fan. Episode's up. Let me give you a little sync up. Uh-oh. I muted myself.
An evil mastermind unleashed a legend into the game.
This is just a little intro. We'll bring you back here. I'll give you another sync up when Julie comes on. Place it here. Go Cowboys! Oh no! Place it here! No! Susie, welcome on in. Hope you enjoy your time. We're going to be checking out the episode. And we also do daily live feed updates first thing every morning. So make sure you check those out as well. Amy made a deal with Vince to keep Reilly promising Amy's vote could be interesting. Can I trade my draft pick of Keanu for a second Kelly since he's a Cowboys fan? Maybe, Mondo. Maybe. What's up, everybody? Adrian reminds me of Willem Dafoe. Ooh. I could see it a little bit, Otter. I could see it a little bit. Yeah, Amy made it into the house last episode, so we saw all that taking place. We saw the nominations here. They're showing us. The Ashley shower. Oh, that was something. I don't think I've even mentioned it on the updates. Apparently, the shower wasn't actually 2 hours. Apparently, she was actually talking to Vinny for a good amount of time. But they didn't show that on the episode. At least that's what Ashley says. Ashley says she was actually talking to Vince a lot of that. The shower was only like 15 minutes. That's what she says. Showing all the little final twos. Mickey and Catherine are doing well. Who do you think the mastermind... do you think the mastermind will make an appearance tonight? I don't know. It's possible, because a lot of what we're going to see tonight was all pre-feeds as well, for like the veto competition and stuff. Because once the feeds came on, we already knew who won veto, like on it. That's when we learned what it was. So it's possible the mastermind makes it another appearance. It's possible. That's what she said. What did I say? What did I say? Oh no, somebody clipped it. This early in Vince has already shown he can't be trusted by nominating Ashley. And that's the thing, like Vince just keeps making deals and he keeps saying he doesn't want to make promises, but then he keeps breaking promises. Oh, it's one of these looking comps. That's what the comp, it's like the they're gonna tell you like a sequence or whatever, I think, and you're gonna have to. Oh, we are gonna see it. We're gonna see the snake thing. We're gonna see it. Let's go. We're gonna see the snake speech. All right, I'll give you a little sync up here as we start here. Just ended the nomination ceremony.
Because the BB Blockbuster is now a permanent aspect of the game, I had to nominate 3 people instead of 2. And I decided to nominate Zay, Amy, and Ashley.
This is all what we saw last episode, those nominations, but how this fallout's going to be is going to be interesting. I love how they're still thinking about the accomplice, even though it really doesn't matter. And he put Zay up thinking he was the accomplice, but he actually put Amy up, who was the real accomplice. Zay's pretty confident. He's pretty confident. Is that Arno Stew? What's up? How you doing? Ooh, on the West Coast, Susie. He's gonna cry all season. Hope Ashley gets a good subtle dig at Vince. I've seen a clip actually. She's gonna let him have it here in a second. Oh my god, Amy's breaking down. Oh boy. Ooh. All right, we got to get the Amy thing. Yeah. She's going right for him. They're going upstairs for a chat. is going to be an exciting 90 minutes to enjoy. Yeah, that's the thing too, right? With the 90-minute episodes, you know, there's a lot more they can add into the show. I'm just afraid that in the beginning, this is going to be good, but later it's going to be bad. They're going at it here a little bit in the HOH. Oh, now she's crying. Vince! He's not Otter. Norma! Norma! With the $50 super chat! Sorry I couldn't share my coffee with you this morning. Now you can go get some. Norma! Norma, thank you so much for the $50 super chat. I appreciate it so much. That's so kind. Thank you, Norma. Meanwhile, Ashley's losing it. She's crying so hard. Oh, he's promising to use Veto on her now. See, this is the thing. He always just keeps promising, and then he always is like, oh, I can't break my promise. Stop making promises then, man. Kelly is who I wouldn't trust either. Someone save my girl so she can be dragged to the end. Kelly, this is my finale dress. Will, you're not gonna need it. Oh, I love 90-minute episodes. I don't think tomorrow is a live eviction. She didn't say first live eviction. It should be. It should be an eviction tomorrow, Shelby. But I didn't notice that she didn't say first live eviction. Unless there's some kind of twist. Could be some kind of twist, Shelby. You can never rule it out. Ooh, who do I want to go home? Man, I don't even know. Because there's so many different ways it can go depending on who leaves, right? Like, Amy is a big, strong ally for Rachel. So if she leaves, that weakens Rachel and maybe causes some drama there. But I don't think it's as exciting. Kelly leaving on a split, right? Like, if Kelly's voted out and Vince has to break the tie and votes Kelly out, that's fun. They also Kelly leaving, but Amy and Ashley voting to keep Zay and voting out Kelly would be interesting too, because Rachel would have voted opposite of that. I'm more excited about the different scenarios than necessarily who should leave. Like, all of them are very even in my book, and as far as like who I want to go home or who I want to stay, but the situations in which they go, that's where I'm more intrigued. Rachel with the little hat. The little hat. Little hat on Rachel. And it says I'm a little bit dramatic. Oh. So they want to win it for Amy. What the heck is that on her head? Oh man, Kelly and Vince. What's with that teeny hat? Kelly's talking about how she wants to take big risks. She's here to play this game. She might risk a little too much. She might risk a little too much. Uh-oh. Are we getting the Lauren Zach? We're getting the Lauren Zach flirting here. We're getting the flirts. We're getting the flirts. Oh, she says she's kind of picky. She says she's kind of picky. They are cheesing. They are cheesing it up, man. Like, they are. They seem to be getting along well. Lauren Run no show, mans. Yeah, Zach's crushing hard. Zach's crushing hard. Listen, I'm gonna make a prediction. I'm gonna make a prediction. Highest viewed video of the season will be the moment they kiss. The moment they kiss, that will be the largest live feed update this season. People are gonna freak. Catherine Reilly. Oh, there's a Riley Catherine crush thing happen apparently. Rachel's starring it too. Rachel's like, listen, I had success. I had success. Now you. You know what I'll say? While this is kind of fluff, the vibe of the editing is a little bit more old school. Like, it doesn't feel as, I don't know. Like, it feels a little bit more like how they would show off. Oh, no, there's the music and stuff. The music started. I spoke too soon. They're getting weird music in there. Yep, and there's the edit of the yeah, they got a little weird with it. I was like, they're being a little bit more straightforward with the edit, where it's just kind of like letting it breathe. But no, they're getting a little weird with it. Vince and Zay having a little chat. Zay's kind of smart here, though. Because that's the thing, right? If you go and just, especially week 1, right? If you go and just start trying to be, like, enemy right off the bat and, like, make a big, like, ordeal and how upset you are about being up on the block, instead of using this chance to, like, go and try and make bonds and connections, like, that's what you should do. Like, Zay's kind of doing the right thing. Yeah, as long as nothing crazy happens, like Ashley winning Veto, we should be fine. Yeah. A little foreshadowing there, maybe? Or would you get another Korean American situation with Rachel as the matchmaker? Vince's HOH is like a low budget movie. Cowboy Reilly. Frankie's HOH. Ashley gotta go. Zay still has Mormon positivity. Sync. I'm gonna do another sync up here. We just went to commercial. So we'll sync up when we get back here from the commercial break. Rose, who does? Cowboy Reilly and Catherine. She reminds me of Drew Barrymore. I can see a little bit. I don't think Lauren wants a showmance because she's here to win if anything happens after the show. What she's really going for. See, the thing is, Tommy, she's saying that, and I believe her. I believe her when she says that, because from what we know, she's actually a fan. Like, she had this HOH robe and everything, right? Like, it's a thing. So, like, I think she understands, like, it's probably not best for her game. But here's the thing, Tommy. Give it a couple of weeks, right? Give it a couple of weeks in that house. Because here's the thing. When you're in that house, it really does become your whole world, right? So when you know somebody for 7 days, it can feel like you know them for 3 weeks already. Because think about when you meet somebody in your life, like a new person in your life, whoever it might be. You might spend like a couple of hours with them here and there. You might text and chat, right? But you're not spending 24 hours a day with them, right? And it accelerates that kind of bonding process because you're always with them. So if you connect with somebody, you end up like really connecting with somebody very strongly just because that is everything that's going on. So those feelings can really kind of blossom very quickly. Now, again, maybe she can keep focused, but if there really is a connection there, I wouldn't be surprised if something more does happen. I wouldn't be surprised. Vince is pissing me off. He gives Ashley his word, breaks it, then he holds it against her for getting emotional. He's really bad at this, Otter. I agree. And he's like I said, he keeps trying to be like, oh, I don't want to break a promise. But then he promises people. Like, he gives his word and backs out every single time. Every single time. It's a lot. He's really bad. He's really bad. And then also, like, putting up Kelly in the first place was terrible. Now we might have to actually vote her out. We're back.
In a while.
Give you guys a sync up.
Slopways. Yeah, Slopways.
Super Christian Beaver with a $2 super chat.
Like, wait, y'all.
If you tripped Kelly, I'm sorry.
No, I see the girl. I didn't realize you had all of that. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Ava. That's what we call a Barbarito booty, because my grandma, like her maiden name is Barbarito. Okay. And so all the women in my family have like really fat asses. Hey. No.
I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. I don't know if I can show that on YouTube. I don't know. I think. See, this is what I'm talking about with 90-minute episodes. Sometimes you get a little too much. Sometimes you get a little too much with the 90-minute episodes. Oh, you know what I did too? I forgot to do the low latency setting. I forgot to do the ultra low latency setting, so there's probably a little bit more of a delay. Oh, I saw this the other day. Adrian doing laundry. This was like early in the morning, like no one else was up. It just starts beeping at him like crazy. Just talking to himself the whole time. It's kind of a thing. He's just fighting with the dryer. Nope. Starts beeping again. See, like, this is a thing too where it's like, do we need this? Do we need all this? Do we need 90-minute episodes if it's just going to be filled with more of this stuff? I don't know. And this was something I brought up before the season. It's a thing Survivor fell into too, where it's like, oh, 90-minute episodes, these are going to be great. But then you start getting into it's like, why do we need all this fluff? Oh. Dang, that's sad. Keanu's dad is spinal cancer. And that's kind of one of his whys on being here. Getting real emotional with Rachel. He's really getting emotional here talking about his dad. He had to like relearn how to walk and everything. Rachel kind of bonding and I think Rachel might be able to pull Keanu over, especially if Kelly leaves, because Kelly's really anti-Rachel, but Rachel has been giving Keanu like good information. Super Christian Bieber opens a $2 super chat. Eva Pearl just demonetized story. Yeah, so definitely hit that like button, everybody. Oh, we needed a joke after that. We needed a joke after that segment. Yeah, Rachel's making a good point, right? Like, this is her best argument to make. Like, I'm never gonna win, so you should just take me. It's not what you should do though. Like, you never keep the vet, never let the vet cook, right? Never do it. Because if she gets the numbers and she gets her numbers in the jury, it doesn't matter. If they like her more than you, they're going to take her and make her win. Because once somebody's in jury, They don't care anymore that, oh, she won before. In fact, that might even go like, hey, we could be the first season with a 2-time winner. People will remember this season, you know? So you never want to let the vet cook. Vince and Zach here kind of setting up a thing where I think this is the heavy hitters formation. Otter, like 17, man, and like I can't keep track of all of them. Like there were so many that were made, and there's so many that there still are, and it's like I don't know which ones are legit, which ones are messed up, right? Like it's bad. It's bad, Otter, with the alliances. Oh, they're gonna meet midnight in the boxing room. Okay, it's midnight. Are they up in the boxing room? The only ones who showed up were Morgan. Morgan and Jimmy were the only ones to show up at midnight. Everybody else is not on time. All right, Morgan named them the heavy hitters. Oh, Rachel showed up. Rachel casually late, and then Zach showed up. Okay. Vince. I don't think Reilly did not show up to this meeting. Reilly said no, I will not attend. Of course, Rachel. That's the thing. When someone offers you an alliance, you say yes. Reilly, he's like, oh, I gotta go talk to Reilly. It's like, no, Reilly just didn't show up. Yeah, Rachel wants nothing to do with these people. Heavy hitters is Fugazi. It is all a lie. Oh. All right, that's gonna take us to our next commercial. But yeah, man, the alliances are out of this world at this point. There are so many. I think the Will tweet I put out the other day really solidified it. Because like if Will's in 7 alliances, how many alliances do you think Zach's in? How many alliances do you think Vince is in? There's like 17. There's a lot of damn alliances. And I've heard so many different groups thrown out there. Here's the big thing. I don't count an alliance really as like official until like they're all in the same room doing it, right? Like I need in-room meetings of the groups because they're thrown out and they're pitching alliances and people are like, oh, there's a new alliance that started. And it's like, no, 2 people talking in a room saying, I like Morgan, this, and this. Like, that's not an alliance, right? That's just them pitching an alliance, like, and trying to do it. So I have not seen any like full meeting groups of like people other than like the heavy hitters kind of did it, but it wasn't really a thing. Right, like they tried to do a meeting on the feeds the other night, and it was kind of the same thing where like Reilly didn't even show up. Like he was like, "Can I just say my part here?" He was like, "I don't want to." I'll tell you, like the big meetings that I've seen, like there were the Burger Boys. The Burger Boys is technically, I guess, a real alliance, right? Like they met, they all were there, right? They put their hands in. But also, like, I don't know how real that is to each of them, right? Like, it's a thing, right? I think Zach and Vince, like, they have a real bond because they also really like Lauren. And there was also like another alliance that was talked about with the three of them and like other people. It's a mess. It's a mess. Maybe they should have a 17-person alliance. Maybe Vita. Maybe it should be a 17-person alliance. Keanu wanted a 10. Jimmy wanted like a 9-person alliance. It's insane. It's insane. I don't know. These people are crazy. Level 6 was one of the best at secret meetings. Brigade season 12. So that was a thing too. Rachel was telling them about the Brigade the other day too. And I think it was like right around when the Burger Boys formed. Or if you ever make it to Big Brother in the future, I'll shout you out in my preseason interview. Perfect. Shout me out. Yeah, if anybody of you, I would love if anybody who is an Oreo ended up on BB. It would be pretty cool. And there's always like, here's the thing, there's a non-zero chance, right, at this point, that someone on the show found one of my videos by searching Big Brother or something like that, right? Like, at this point, it's a non-zero chance. It's not saying that it's an absolute, but there's a possibility. So if I was sitting there watching the feeds and one of the house guests was like, oh yeah, you know, every so often I would watch like these like live feed updates from this guy named Ori, I'd be like, yo, that's my guy, that's my girl, whoever it would be. Yeah, that would be really cool. I seriously think I'll audition for BB28. Let's go, Bill. Oh, we're back.
Hi. Next.
Maybe I'll go upstairs. I don't know. What are you doing?
If you go up there, I'll probably end up going back up.
Ugh. Keanu, please, you gotta chill. You are bipping and bopping all over the house, and every room I go into, I see you. You know, I'm gonna go make
He
myself
has been everywhere. Who's that coming on in? Debout 45 coming on in, hitting that sub button. Shh, we now have a secret alliance. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. And if you hear anything about any other alliances, don't believe it. Me and you, Dbot 45, we're going to the end. We're going to the end. Is Keanu like almost stalking Ava? You're never truly alone because Keanu's always there. That's funny. I would shout out Ori, TV Talks with Tom, Cliff Notes. That would be good. That would be really cool. The photo is real with him. Ooh, Zach's telling Zay he would take them all. If I was in the house, I'd call out Ori, Ethamo, Per Diem, TV Talks with Tom, everyone. Shout them all out, Sam. Shout them all out. I was concerned about Ava at first, but those Barbie eyes are danger. Zach. He's like, yeah, I if I get picked, I'd love to use it on you. But he's like, I don't even want to get picked. I'm safe this week. Why would I want to get picked? Oh, here comes the Veto's pick. We're all excited about the first Veto. So grateful to whoever gave me this membership. You were so nice. I think it might have been Bondo, if I had a guess. Uh-oh. No. Ashley's in the shower again. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. They had to set that up. This has to be a setup, right? This has to be a setup, right? They waited till Ashley was in the shower. Like, that has to be a full-on rib. Right? There's no way. Round 2 of the 2-hour shower. Like, I bet as soon as Ashley stepped in the shower, they were like, Vince, to the diary room. As soon as it happened. All right. Here is our first pick in the Veto comp. See what Vince will pull. Amy. She picked Rachel. Okay. Let's see. Who does Vince pull next? Zach. I also saw he did this little look to Zay, and he mentioned that the other night where he was like, I was thinking about Zay, but I pulled your name, Zach. So I like looked at Zay and went, Zach. All right. So we got Rachel and Zach who ended up playing. I didn't know that Rachel played. What's this? Oh, Rachel's headed up to the HOH. Oh, a little meeting with Rachel, Zach, and Vince. See, it's one of those things where it's like, look, I'm not a fan of when vets come in, but Rachel, I don't know. I'm enjoying her playing because it's like she's doing what you're supposed to. It's like, look, if I win Veto, I'm using it how I want to. Like, I don't care what the HOH wants. All right, that takes us to our next commercial. If Ashley is ever a have-not, she won't be taking long showers. Maybe Ashley is the masked person in the shower is actually her accomplice. What's with the sunglasses in the shower? Ashley is trying to pull a Tucker season 26 distribution. I'm shook. Lady, get out the shower. I won't reveal the results in case the show only there's only show only watchers. But if Ashley wins, the shower head may need to turn from chrome to gold. At least we know Ashley smells good, because if you're in the shower that much, at least you smell like roses. These players are better actually try to win the veto. The shower is going to be her maid of honor. That's what I was wondering. Oh wait, what did I miss? I missed stuff. Are we allowed to vote the shower for America's favorite house guest? Ashley's gonna be a Dove in a Dove shower commercial. That's gonna be funny. She'll get all kinds of sponsors. Honestly, they shouldn't have let Rachel play. That's kind of bogus. Or imagine if Big Brother put a timer on the shower after a certain time it cuts off. Oh, you end up still soapy. Look, this commercial right here, this bear commercial, this is gonna end up being Ashley. She's gonna get all the shower commercials. This will end up being Ashley. Oh, I can't wait to see her as a have not. Still an ad. Vote for the shower. I had an extra ad break. Yeah, it's a thing. I'm glad that we have a house full of folks wanting the money. In the words of Diane Wood, I'm here to make money, not friends. I do like that. There are a lot of people that are like, yeah, no, I'm here to win. Like, I'm not just here to have fun. And it feels like the ones who are like not playing it seriously aren't doing well. So they're probably going to leave fairly quickly. I think production waited to 100% biker. I think she full on like waited. They waited until she stepped right in the shower and then went, Vince, please come to the diary room. They need to make Ashley a have not next week so she can take cold showers. We need a shower song. I bet we're going to get one at the end of the season in the recap episode. We're back. I'll give you guys a little sync up here once it kind of really.
I'm gonna be picked. And then
I know when you were.
It started.
Zach got picked for the veto, and he showed us on night one that he's a good competitor. But I have an idea of how I can increase my chances of winning the veto and getting myself off the block.
Listen, I'm.
Oh. Is that Annie? Annie coming on in, hitting that sub button. Annie, you might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, we now have a secret alliance. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. And if you hear anything else about any other alliances, it's not true. Me and you, Annie, we're going to the final two. We're going to the final two. Thank you for hitting that sub button. So Ashley was pretty much asking him like, hey, you're probably not going to use it on me, but would you throw it to me? And he's non-committal, Zach. But definitely saying like, yeah, I mean, I don't even want to win this anyway. Oh, they have to identify the stuff. Yeah. It's one of these ones. Do they have to eat it? Do they have to eat it or just smell it? I don't know. They all say it smells. Look at these. They got the camp outfit for Jimmy and all the house guests. This is what they're looking like. Oh boy. Oh, it's a little different. Oh. Okay. Okay, this is kind of cool. I kind of like this. So you got to like identify the different stuff, like the crime scenes things, right? So there's a footprint, a tire track, and the smell in the tent. And then they have like the answers over in another spot, and you got to compare them and get them right, and then put them all up and get all three of them right for the outhouse, the car, and the tent. All right, it's kind of cool. It's a little different. But the thing is, I feel like this is the type of comp people would hate on a Jag season. Because it feels like it's a mental physical, right? Because like the quicker you do it, the better. Right? So if you can run around to the different areas and find the clues. In fact, actually, no, they did do something like this. This was a competition on Jag season where they had like the skeleton or something, right? You just had, there wasn't a smelling component to that. This was literally a competition on that season, right? You had to run around and find like the bones that match the x-rays or whatever. Yeah, so they're all off running, trying to find the right clues. So yeah, they have like an answer key. Oh my god. They gotta literally stick their face in the outhouse. They literally have to put their face in the toilet. Ashley's pretty quick here. If she got it right here on the first try, that was pretty good. Because I haven't seen anybody make an attempt yet. I do not know. I do not know. Good question, I guess. Oh, Rachel got it on her nose. Oh. So it's not just the three things. There's three things at each spot. I get it now. I didn't even realize that. Rachel's actually playing pretty good. But that's to be expected, right? Like she knows the formula on how to do well. Build bonds, get numbers, right? Like find people that are going to be targets ahead of you and make sure they're sticking around while like you're kind of insulated. Build bonds across the house lines, which she's been doing as well. So I'm not surprised she's doing well because she should be doing well. No, Rachel's not on the block. She was just picked for the veto comp. But she would like to win and take Amy down. They're all just sniffing. Lots of sniffing going on. Will's like, it smells so bad. They're all just sniffing everything. I think I see flies flying around too. Like, it smells so bad. These shots of them just putting their face in the toilet. That is something else. Rachel still got like some of the gunk on her nose too from sticking her nose in the vial. Dak's trying over and over, but I don't think he wants to win anyway. Lots of wrong answers from everybody. Lots of wrong answers from everybody. Zay's pretty close. He was only one off. I would imagine the smelling aspect is the hardest part of this, especially because you've been smelling so many different things. Like your nose is, and like just like the way it smells in that backyard in general, right? Like Will was talking about how bad it smells, and they were all talking about how bad it smells in the backyard in general. So it's going to be hard to like differentiate the different smells and like which one's which. So I'd imagine that's probably the hardest part of this one, because the tire you have an answer key, right? You just got to match it. The footprint, same thing. You got an answer key. The smell, you have an answer key, but you actually have to like kind of smell it. You're not just visually seeing something. It's a completely different skill set, you know? So yeah, that's interesting comp. Or do you watch Destination X? Yeah, I have been keeping up with it. I like it, but also I have a couple of little issues with it. First off, Jeffrey D. Morgan as the host is amazing. Yeah, when you got Negan from The Walking Dead as your host, it's fantastic. But it's a really cool concept. It's kind of very similar to, have you ever played like GeoGuessr? Camden coming on in with a $10 super chat. So after about 3 days of live feeds, is it safe to amuse that Keanu is this season's Angela with bad gameplay? I don't know if he's as bad as Angela. Thank you for the $10 super chat. But he's not great. And I feel like Jimmy's actually really similar, but playing it just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. Oh, back on Destination X. It's a good show. It's kind of like GeoGuessr, where like if you haven't seen the show, guys, it's basically like they're on a bus, they're traveling around Europe, and they get clues to where they are in Europe, but they don't know exactly where. So they then have an elimination where they go to what's called the map room, and they have to drop a pin on the map. The closer you are, the safer you are. Whoever's farthest away loses, and they're eliminated. The only thing is, they don't hold to that all the time. So I don't want to like spoil too much, but eventually there's a part where there's a tie, and instead of the tiebreaker being distance, which I would rather them do, right? It should be like very pinpoint. You have to get right on the spot you are, and the closest to that is the safest one, and they're the one that would get to choose or whatever. But there was a tie. So for the tiebreaker, it was like a trivia question. And I was like, oh, I didn't like that. That wasn't great. I will say it's just in general, kind of just a fun show. Like, it is what it is. Josh from BB27, he was on it. But yeah, I liked it. It's all right. I think it could be better though. It could be better. Like I said, I'd rather like tiebreakers be literally distance related. So the closer you are to the actual spot that they're in, they'd be the winner. But yeah, it's pretty good. Keanu is the Frenchie of the season. Oh God, you do. That's an amazing show. Last episode is Chef's Kiss. I haven't seen the last episode. I'm like probably an episode behind. I think the last one I saw, was it the one where were they? I think it's I saw the one after they were in Germany, but then I don't remember where they were last time. I don't remember where they were last time. They were in Germany, and then they went somewhere else, but I don't remember where they went last time. Thunderstruck coming on in with the $10 super chat. Destination X, go Rick. Rick is pretty cool. The bird guy, the bird watcher. I like Rick. I like, what's his name? Peter, the guy who was on the Traders, because I thought he did really well on the Traders too, and I was really impressed with him on that. And I think he came into the Destination X doing really well too. And who's the other one? There was somebody else I like, but I forget their name now. I forget the name now. I don't like the couple. They need to break the couple up. We're back to the episode.
House and tent crime scenes. This is day in car crime scene I can't figure out. I'm pretty sure I know the right footprint and the right tire track, but it's the smell that's stumping me. It's really coming down to the wire.
Yeah, Zay's having a hard time with the smell, I think. That's his one he's struggling with. Everybody else getting a lot of wrong answers. Yeah, I think he was on The Bachelor as well. Yeah, Peter. But he ended up doing the Traders, and I liked him on the Traders. Because I thought like he had a good head for the game, and I was impressed with him. And then he was on this show, Destination X. And I really liked him on there too. I think he's like a pilot or whatever, right? Ashley gonna win it here? Is Ashley about to win it? Ashley wins. Ashley wins the power of veto. We knew that. We knew. We knew she won the golden shower of veto. We knew. Not that much of a surprise to us. But yeah, big things. Oh, actually, I think for the non-feed watchers, I think I just spoiled it. We'll fix that. Hold on. We'll do this. We'll fix that so we're not spoiling anymore. We'll fix that so we're not spoiling anymore. Yeah, Pilot Pete. Vinny's mad. Yeah, Vinny is not pleased that he now has to name a fourth nominee. Definitely not fun. He's full on panicking. It's funny because like Kelly's like sitting there and just be like, please, please put me up, please. Or he needs a shower. She needs a shower after that comp, 100%. What a dumb idea. What a dumb idea this is. What a dumb idea this is. Like, Kelly thinks she's Tucker. And she thinks she's going to go into this blockbuster and dominate. But, like, I'll be honest, I don't have that faith in Kelly. Like, look, guys, here's the thing. If we're picking like dodgeball team, I'm picking Kelly last. Like, Kelly's not my first pick, right? And I wouldn't have that kind of confidence if I was her. How could you ever think this was a good idea? I don't know what made Kelly, what to make of Kelly yet. Dumb or genius? She's confusing. Volunteering for the block means you should automatically go home if you're still sitting there at the end of the week, right? I don't think Kelly has ever watched BB. Don't worry, Kelly's speech will save her. Not a chance. I'll say this too. The idea she had behind it was kind of like, hey, we can hide. Is it going back to another commercial break already? Jeez. We just got back from a commercial break. Ay, ay, ay. What were you saying? So the thing is, her whole idea with it was like, oh, if you put me up on the block, it will hide that we're working together. People won't think we're working together. And it worked for a bit. It actually worked. People were talking about how there was no way Vince would keep Kelly. He would vote out Kelly. And at the time that they were saying that, it wasn't true. But as time goes on, Vince might. Because it's not working anymore. Rachel will have Kelly for breakfast. I'm intrigued, though, by Kelly, who's gone around the world in their plane. Kelly's something else. Something else with this plan. The extra half hour is all commercials. Anyone that volunteers to go on the block should just self-evict like Paloma. Her speech, from what I've heard, is more pointed at Rachel than anyone else. Yeah, because I heard her kind of doing a little practice run of it, and she was saying she would get up there and be like, I'm gonna go after Rachel next week, so vote out Amy. But like, also again, that only works if Zay wins. If Zay doesn't win, then it doesn't really line up. We got Courtney coming on in, hitting that sub button. Courtney, you might not know this, but when you hit that sub button, me and you, we now have a final two. We're going to the end. It's a secret alliance, so don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody about our alliance, Courtney. But me and you, we're going to the final two. Also, if you hear anything about other people saying I have alliance with them, don't believe them. Don't believe them, Courtney. It's just me and you. We're going to the end. Camden with the $5 super chat. I guess Vince watched BB26 and said I want to play like Quinn. Camden, thank you so much for the $5. I mean, you aren't wrong, right? You aren't wrong. Vince is going around making lots of deals. He's making lots of promises that he has to break. He also can't keep his mouth shut about things, right? Like, he just tells everybody stuff. He's always talking to like Rachel about like what he should do, and like Rachel's giving him the advice that like really is best for her game too. Like she'd be like, listen, I don't think you should actually nominate Keanu. Maybe you shouldn't do this. Because I imagine here we're going to start getting some of the stuff where he's starting to debate whether or not he should put up Keanu or he should put up Kelly. Oh, we got a little ad for Survivor as well. It feels like they don't care about season 49. It's like, yeah, season 49 is like whatever. We're back.
Ashley was gonna win today.
That's true. Now you gotta make another nom?
Yes, I didn't like that. It's not ideal. Kelly.
Give you guys that little sync up. Also, I think my lights turned off. Oops. There we go. There we go. Now it looks cooler. Give the full ambiance. Yeah, Jimmy's pushing Keanu. You know, heavy hitters. Heavy hitters, you got to stick together, right, Vince? You got to put up Keanu. They're just showing Jimmy going on his campaign. Oh, Jimmy goes to Rachel. And Rachel's like, Keanu is like a soldier for me soon. Jimmy thinks he's doing so well. But here's the thing. I think Jimmy and Keanu are playing very similar games, actually. Ooh, I didn't know she had this convo. She's actually talking with him in the bathroom. Oh, and then Jimmy walks in. Oh my God. Jimmy walks in. That's funny. Who remembers when Survivor contestants went on the Big Brother house? Oh. So Keanu and Vince having a little conflict here. Honestly, you should have put up Jimmy. Vince should have put up Jimmy. Yeah, put Jimmy on the block. Yes, teach Jimmy a lesson that it's your HOH. Do that. Do that. That sounds like a great idea. That's a perfect plan, Vince. Another commercial. The bandana hides the different hairlines. The bro drama. Well, technically for the show, she is until veto ceremony. Good old Jimmy the troublemaker. Are we sure it's Jimmy? Maybe it's Johnny or Joey. I thought they didn't hug. Eventually they hugged it out. If Keanu had been picked and won HOH last week instead of Vince, I wonder if the noms, what the noms would have been. That is a good question. I'm not sure if he would have went after Rachel. He wouldn't have put up Kelly, I don't think. Probably would have put up Jimmy. Who else would he have put up? I'm not sure. Probably Ashley as well. Maybe Jimmy, Ashley, maybe Amy, just as like to put it up there. Maybe those would have been Keanu's noms. Maybe. Jimmy on the block would be less dumb than Kelly. Oh my gosh, thanks for the gift membership. I want to take clothes out of the dryer and didn't see who it came from. Thanks so much for the gifted. I was probably Bondo. It was probably Bondo. Bondo's an absolute legend. But I put him up, right? Get Jimmy out of here. With these convos with Rachel, why did Keanu consider her a snake? I think it was because like he didn't trust what she was saying, and also the way he said it too, like the way he explained the comment later to the others, was that he wasn't calling them snakes, which he wasn't. He was saying they're the head of the snake, right? Like Jimmy, Rachel, they're the heads of the snake. Morgan, they're the heads of the snake. They're the ones controlling the other side. So more they're the leaders than necessarily snakes, right? But I think the more time passes, I think Keanu and Rachel are going to kind of go closer together, and she's going to try and manipulate him, get her under her wing fully. Or at the very least have him there as like, hey, this is somebody that the house is going to go after before they go after me. And I think that that's always kind of a good strategy, is kind of setting someone up to be the next big house target. Because the more you can do that, the more likely it is that you won't go up. As long as you can be somewhat sly about it and pull the right strings. Because you can't just be like, oh, you know, they're starting drama. You got to know which person is going to go be able to be manipulated to be like, yeah, man, Keanu, something else. And then they're not going to mention you, but they're just going to go around talking about Keanu. And now they're your messenger of who you want to be the house target. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out. Damn, this has been a good episode. It's been an all right episode, Stanley. Here's my issue. I think there's too much filler. We always have a little too much filler in some of these episodes. But with the 90-minute episode, it feels like there's still extra filler. Like we have 90-minute episodes, but we still had time for Ava to twerk and talk about how all the women in her family have big booties. Like, did we need that? Did we need that in the episode? I like the competition though. That was kind of cool. It was a little corny. But the whole idea that you had to smell something, and that had to be really difficult, I'm sure. So they were having a hard time with it. But as far as everything that's playing out, I like it. We've seen a lot of it though. I'm more interested to see the ceremony here. Because there could be some fireworks. Could be a little fireworks coming up in here. Bondo! Bondo coming in with another 10 gifted subs. Gifted members. Bondo, you madman. We're back to the episode as well.
I can get Vince to put up Keanu this week.
We're back to the episode here.
Make sure that this is the right move for my game.
Everybody who's getting hooked up, make sure you tell Bondo. Thank you for getting hooked up. Bondo, you absolute legend.
My concerns were overblown.
You absolute legend. Everybody getting hooked up. And then we're getting a $2 super chat from Palaver. Uri, good to be back with your channel. Thank you so much. I'm probably saying your name wrong, but thank you so much. Uh-oh, Keanu. and the hug earlier. So I know what you were saying now with the hug, because what it was like early in the morning. He went for a hug, and Jimmy was like, He was like, Now they're having a full-on chat. Jimmy and Keanu have talked my head off. It helps get people involved, aren't actually in the decision-making process. The ceremony, yes. Jimmy makes my ears bleed. With the 90 minutes, I hope we get live HOH. I hope butterflies, but I don't think we will, because we're already going to have the blockbuster comp. So maybe towards like jury phase. Once we get into the jury phase and we don't have the blockbuster, which I'm hoping blockbuster ends at jury. Camden coming in with the $5 super chat. So if Keanu is on the block next week, would Rachel try and save him before the eviction night, or kick him under the bus and send him out of the house? Good question. I would think maybe she would try and save him, or hope that she's able to save him. And it really depends on who the other people are on the block. Because I think she would like to see him kind of stick around as some sort of a shield to her. Dragon Ball, go birds. Bondo, I push buttons, things happen. Bondo, thank you so much. You're a legend. Butterfly, good to hear from you again. Not the back door. Yeah, Keanu was pushing Jimmy here. This was like actually night one of the feeds. Like when we first got feeds, that we're finally actually kind of caught up to that. Because this convo was night one. All right, here's the next morning. Are we going? Keanu finds Ava again. So there's the snake comment. He said it to Ava here. Said Jimmy's the head of the snake. He's like, I'm just vibing here. Ava's like, yeah, this is great. Let's have them fight. She went right to Jimmy. Right to Jimmy. Jimmy's too much. He was like, I was toying with the idea of not having Vince put him up. Like it's his decision. Jimmy's saying this like it was his decision for what Vince would do. He was like, I was toying with the idea of not having Vince do it. Because I get the choice. I get the choice there, not Vince. So Vince has been just stirring the pot. Like, everybody's just stirring the pot this season. Vince is something else, because now he's doing the whole stirring of the pot too, where he's telling Jimmy what Keanu wanted him on the block. So now those two are going to be going after each other, but like both of them are kind of working with Vince. So like eventually they'll compare notes, right? Like here's the thing. You can't just go around lying to everybody or making deals with everybody and doing this kind of thing. Because eventually they compare notes. Eventually they figure it out, right? Like, one of the only ones who I can remember that was able to kind of get away with it a good bit was Tyler. He had a way of just like making a final two with everybody, and they all believed it. Like, they all believed it, and like they never really compared notes. It wasn't really a thing. But Vince is trying to do that, but it's not going to work out for you, bud. Like, this isn't good, especially when you're already putting up your final two in Kelly, and you might now have to end up voting her out if it ends up being a tie vote. That's what you might have to do here. Don Carr? I'm probably saying that wrong. I apologize, but thank you for hitting that sub button. Listen, me and you, we now have a final two. It's a secret alliance, though. Don't tell anybody. And if you hear anything else about other alliances that I might have, it's not true. It's not true. Me and you, we're going to the final two. Thank you for hitting that sub button. Hey, I got an idea. 90% of the house, tank your game and Rachel will win again. That's a pretty good idea, Bondo. I think that could work. He was thinking of not having Vince out Keanu, put Keanu up. Like, what? It's a crazy line from Jimmy. You tell Keanu, yeah, I'm on your side, and then you tell Jimmy, yeah, I'm on your side. The other person wants you on the block. It's crazy. A tie vote would be so funny. Vince would be screwed. Honestly, and that's the thing. He keeps burying digging a deeper hole for himself. He is going to fully bury himself with all of these promises that he keeps making, because you can't hold true to all of them. Jimmy is good TV, but in my opinion, playing too hard. He's talking too much. 100% honor. That's why I think Keanu and Jimmy, right, are both playing very similar games. Jimmy's just doing it a little bit better, just like a tiny bit, because people aren't on to Jimmy as much as they are Keanu. But they're very similar, where they're both running around, talking too much, playing way too hard. Yeah, Ava said she was going to do that. I think her aura is dim. We're back to the episode here. I'll give you guys another little sync up.
Hey everyone, it's time for the veto meeting.
Time for the veto meeting. All right, let me do this as well, because we'll need that up. What will Ashley do? Will Ashley use the veto? She does, of course. Of course she would use it on herself. It would be idiotic not to. All right, Vince has got to do his renom here. What's he gonna do? Kelly, the easy choice. The easy choice. Putting Kelly up on the block. All right, the veto meeting's adjourned, but all right, we got music. We got music.
Before we get up, I want to say something real quick.
Cut off the music.
I want to get something off my chest, and I want everyone to hear this. The house advocating for me to be up on that block this week and calling me a snake is absolute bull.
He threw his glasses. He threw the glasses. Yo, Keanu's playing it cool though. Keanu played that the best you probably could have. He goes, "How long that you take you to come up with that?" He just sits there and is like, "How long?" Ava's loving that she stirred the pot on that one too. Yeah, why is Kelly crying? I think to kind of act. Oh no, she actually still, yeah, she's just still upset. She was like a little teary because it's still like hard, but it's like you volunteered. You volunteered. Oh, there's no way you're in danger, huh? Going to be interesting to see how the blockbuster plays out because the scenarios, right? Whether it's Kelly versus Zay, Kelly versus Amy, Zay versus Amy, all of them have some really interesting combos on where the votes are lying. All right, they did say first house gets evicted. And then something's causing more chaos. So they're teasing some kind of little bit of a twist here coming. There was a little bit of a twist tweeze there. Just a little bit. So I don't know what that's going to mean. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see. But that's the end of the episode. So we end up with our nominees, Amy, Kelly, and Zay after Ashley won the veto. We all knew this. We all knew this. It was an alright episode, I think. Like I said, the 90-minute episodes, my problem is when there's a lot of stuff going on, you can fill that with game talk. If it was 90 minutes and an extra 30 minutes of game talk added into an episode, cool. But what we really ended up with was Ava talking about how all the women in her family have big booties and she started twerking. What was the other one that was kind of filler? There was something else. I forget what the segment was, but nonetheless, like it just adds in more of this kind of filler content that we don't need. I'd rather it be more of like what's happening with the chats. Oh, you know what was the filler? A little bit of the showman stuff, but you know what? Showmance equals ratings. People like the showmances. It's a thing. But overall, I thought it was a decent episode. It was all right. It wasn't terrible. I just worry, especially once the season gets a little bit later, that these 90 minutes are really going to drag. I think there's going to be some episodes where there is just not much to really talk about, especially late in the season, and they are going to drag. I hope I'm wrong, and they're able to kind of figure out a good way to turn that around, but we'll see. I knew the mastermind wasn't through. They did say that the mastermind would be coming back, so not too surprised to hear that. 6 minutes of trying to figure out a watch. Yes, Nicholas, exactly. That's what the other one was. Adrian trying to figure out the washer and dryer. So it's like, yeah, do we need that stuff? No, I'd rather have another conversation that they could have shown, right? They could have shown Rachel having the conversation with Keanu the next morning, where she also said everybody was running around trying to get you on the block today. Stop playing telephone and start playing BB, right? Like, show some of that stuff. But they didn't show that. So, I don't know. I would definitely have different priorities on some of the stuff that I show if I was in charge, but I'm not in charge. Ori, thanks so much. Chat, everyone have a good night. Vinny, not gonna last. Frenchman track. He's definitely on the Frenchy track. He needs acting lessons because that was bad. Adrian's wash cycle. Good night, Otter. How does anyone in the house actually like Jimmy? Adrian's stuff was funny. It was funny, but also it's like you could release that as a clip on, like, you know, your socials. Does it have to be part of the episode? I don't know. Ava's playing. She's another one too, because she's kind of a swing vote in everything for tomorrow. So Ava's definitely somebody to watch, especially tonight on the feeds, if she gets into any chats. I want Amy gone, but probably won't happen. Gonna give them alcohol and tell them to play some truth or dare, right? Chiefs coming up. You'll see Jimmy has his moments. Where's Zach? Is this a misdirect? They should have put the BB Amazing Race on after the BB episodes. I think it ends up coming on like towards the end, right? When's it actually premiere? Yeah, give him alcohol. Kelly's playing only she's playing Bizarro Big Brother, where you want to get it voted out first. Why did they change the 90-minute? Survivor needed it because too much got lost. However, Survivor is once a week. BB is 3 times a week. Hyper, I would actually even argue that Survivor didn't need it with the way they edit their episodes, because go look at those the Survivor episodes since they've gone to 90 minutes. It's good when they need the 90 minutes, but most of the time they don't need the 90 minutes, and you get filled with stuff like how they like their steak cooked, teaching people how to jump rope, how many Taylor Swift songs they can name. Same thing happens on Big Brother already. Now we're extended to 90 minutes. I don't think much gets lost at all. They're just showing you more filler to fill the episode, and it's more ad revenue for it, right? So if they're going to do 90 minutes, like, make it matter. But I don't think Survivor or Big Brother is taking advantage of that. And you know how I know it's possible to do it? You know how I know it's possible to put a 90-minute episode together that really matters? And how there's shows that also will do the 90 minutes when it matters, and they'll do a regular hour when it doesn't? Survivor Australia. Because Survivor Australia, where if they have an episode where there's not much going on and it's a pretty straightforward vote, it might end up being like just an hour-long episode, right? With commercials. So like 45 minutes of content. Whereas if it's an extra packed episode, it'll be a full hour of content, which would be a 90-minute episode with commercials, right? So like if Survivor Australia can do it, why can't Big Brother and Survivor do it? Because there's no filler in those episodes. If you haven't watched Survivor Australia, I highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. Buy Ori, see your update tomorrow morning and the live veto tomorrow. Yes, we will have a live update tomorrow, filling you in on all the stuff that went on the feeds today. We're also going to be live tomorrow night for the live eviction, so you're going to want to come out for that. I just got to say, thank you guys all so much for the love and support that you guys show me on this channel. It's been amazing. We've been having a lot of fun with all of this, and it's always more fun when we're all hanging out together in the chats. So yeah, I've been loving it. You guys made this stream happen too. We weren't going to stream. We weren't going to do it, but you guys hit the goal. 1,000 likes on the video. You crushed it. So we went live today. So we'll see maybe if we do these more throughout the season as well. We're definitely going to be going live on all the evictions though, that's for sure. Once again, though, thank you guys all so much for the love, for Bondo with all those crazy gifted members, all the super chats that you guys were sending on out as well. Thank you all guys all so much. Norma with that huge $50 one too. That was crazy. You guys are awesome. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you like this stream, you've had a good time during this stream, you're still hanging out here, hit that like button. Lets people know what we're doing here is a good time. Hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Check out the links to all my socials in the description down below. Twitter, we've been kind of having a good time over there as well. A lot of people have been liking some of the posts. The Discord, it's a great place to kind of chat BB, especially throughout the day, because people are always talking about what's going on the feeds. You can even post pictures of your pets. Twitch and Kick, go check those out as well. You can check out the Throne. You can check out the Ori funds. You can help support Oris everywhere. Thank you guys all so much, and I will see you tomorrow.
But you should be, but you should be. You should be.